Welcome. I'm your astrologer, Patricia Tate. I specialize in traditional, Western, and evolutionary astrology. I'm excited to share this month's astrological forecast with you. Please like and subscribe as it helps the channel to grow. For those of you who are new here, you can find more about my offerings at willowgracemystic.com. For those of you who've been following me, thank you for your continued support. I heart you. So starting on November 24th, 2024, destiny is going to unfold this powerful planetary alignment. This transit involves Mars, the Sun, and both the North and the South lunar nodes. Mars is going to be at 5 degrees and it's going to be ready to station retrograde, and it's in the sign of Leo. The North node is at 5 degrees in Aries and the South node is at 5 degrees of Libra. And the Sun is inching ever so closer every single day, joining us in the sign of Sagittarius on November 27th. And so the energy is going to build and then it'll slowly wane. This configuration forms this dynamic flow of energy that blends our creative purpose with transformation and our destiny, bringing things in from our past. This alignment encourages balance between reflection and action. It's about offering us an opportunity to draw upon the wisdom from the past while stepping boldly into the future. Central to this alignment is called a kite formation. This pattern, it directs it to an apex of the South node in the sign of Libra. The South node represents our past. It includes our patterns, our experiences, our relationships that have shaped us. In this position, it's the focal point of the top of the kite, the apex of, and it's a focal point of the alignment, and it's suggesting that the answers and the insights that we need now, they lie in understanding and integrating the lessons that we have brought in with us from the past. Now, this is not about remaining stuck in old habits, but it's about pulling the wisdom and the balance from what Libra has to offer. By examining what has worked in our past and what hasn't, we can use this energy to refine our approach and can create this stronger foundation in how to move forward. The North node is in Aries, and so this continues to call us towards our independence, our courage, our leadership abilities. It emphasizes bold, decisive action that aligns with our true purpose. It challenges us to balance our self-reliance with collaboration, honoring our personal growth with staying open to meaningful connections. Together, the nodes form this axis of learning and growth. And so with the South node providing the resources and the understanding that are needed to support our fearless pursuit of the North node's goals. Now, Mars is going to be positioned at 5 degrees of Leo, and this adds this fiery, heart-centered energy to this alignment. Mars in Leo, it encourages us to have this bold, creative action that inspires confidence. It's about stepping into leadership roles or showcasing our personal talents. This is an ideal time to embrace passion projects or to take the spotlight in ways that reflect your authentic self. However, Leo's influence, it reminds us to temper our pride, with purpose, ensuring that our actions are driven by a genuine desire rather than ego or external validation. Now, the Sun's movement into the sign of Sagittarius, it brings this expansive, visionary quality to this alignment. Sagittarius is a sign of exploration, of optimism, of higher understanding, and encouraging this broader perspective that inspires us to align our actions with our long-term goals. The Sun in Sagittarius, it amplifies this forward momentum of moving towards the South node, but bringing in the North node, harmonizing Mars's creative drive and the supportive growth that's both purposeful and inspired. This planetary alignment is further energized by the fire signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This fuels this action and creativity and determination. The node in Aries is set for a tone of bold decision making. Mars in Leo adds this charisma and courage, and the Sun in Sagittarius, that provides us with the clarity of the bigger, broader vision. Together, they create this harmonious yet dynamic flow of energy that encourages both reflection and progress. The apex of the kite is the south node in Libra. It's reminding us that growth isn't solely about moving forward. It also involves understanding and integrating the lessons that we have brought in with us from the past or that we've experienced. Libra's influence, it brings themes of balance and fairness and relationship dynamics. It urges us to consider how we've collaborated with others and where adjustments are needed. By pulling the wisdom and the harmony that Libra offers, we can truly create this foundation for these bold, authentic actions that are encouraged by the fire energy of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Now, starting on November 25th, this alignment draws us to pull from the strength from our past, to learn from our experiences, to move forward with courage, clarity, and purpose. It's going to be a time to honor the balance between our reflection and our moving forward with action, using what we've learned in order to fuel our growth and step confidently into the next chapter of your journey. Hi, Mystic friends. I am thrilled to be sharing another beautiful offering from Otter Spirit. They create these intentional gemstone bracelets that support you on your journey. Each piece is crafted with purpose and energy to align with your unique needs. Today, I want to introduce you to three of my favorite bracelets. The black tourmaline bracelet is a powerful tool for protection. This bracelet helps shield you from negative energies, keeping your personal space clear and grounded. The lava rock bracelet, known for its grounding and calming properties. This piece is perfect for those moments when life feels overwhelming. It helps you to stay anchored and steady no matter what comes your way. And the hematite bracelet. This stone promotes resilience and strength. It helps you to remain unshaken during life's most challenging times. Hematite is perfect for staying balanced and focused when the world just feels chaotic. As a gift to my community, Otter Spirit is offering an exclusive 20% discount with the code Willow20. Whether you're drawn to one or all three of these bracelets, this is the perfect time to treat yourself or someone you love to a meaningful gift. You can find these beautiful bracelets and more at otterspirit.com. Let me know in the comments if you've tried these bracelets and how they've supported you. Stay protected, grounded, and strong. Offerings this month. Join my Patreon community for exclusive astrology content, because as a member, you're going to gain early access to ad-free videos, early forecasts, monthly live tarot and astrology Zoom sessions. It's the perfect space if you're ready to dive deeper into the celestial currents that guide your life. Go to the link below in the description and explore all the different membership tiers and benefits. Check out my 12 Days of Mystical Holiday Magic. Follow in the link below. Special for Sagittarians, celebrate your birthday with a personalized solar return reading at a special rate. Use the code Sagittarius10 at checkout to enjoy this limited time discount. Schedule your appointment today and discover what the universe has in store for you for your year ahead. Additionally, I'm offering live astrology consultations every other Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Zoom. Reserve your spot and get in the queue because spaces fill up fast. Be sure to sign up in the link below. Additionally, I'm offering live astrology consultations every other Tuesday here on YouTube. Reserve your spot and get in the queue. Spaces fill up fast, so be sure to sign up using the link below. I look forward to connecting with each and every one of you, helping you to navigate your unique journey. So let's dive in. So for Aries, let me connect the dots so you can see this. We are bringing this grand trine right here, and we have a kite formation also. And so the south node is actually the apex, the ending, the focal point where we're moving forward. And so we're bringing in the sun in Sagittarius, the north node in Aries, and we're bringing in Mars in Leo. And so for you, Aries, this alignment, it truly activates this profound journey of self-discovery and identity. The north node in your first house, it places you at the center of your personal evolution. It's urging you to take this bold steps in defining who you are and what do you stand for. This period is for you to reclaim your independence, your leadership abilities. The cosmos, the universe, is supporting your efforts in order for you to carve out a path that reflects your authentic self. Now, the South Node in the sign of Libra, it's the apex, the end, the focal point of where the kite is moving towards. And so it's highlighting the importance of the lessons that you've learned from past partnerships or consultations, or the seventh house is you plus somebody else. And so this is contracts, negotiations. And so having the apex here, it's about both harmonious and challenging relationships that you've had with others. It's you reflecting on your past and how has that shaped you with your self-image, your interpersonal dynamics. What patterns of compromise and codependency do you need to release and let go of in order to make room for the healthier connections? Having Mars in your fifth house, this really fuels your creative and your romantic energy. This makes this an excellent time for you to channel your passion into art, music, hobbies, relationships that bring you personal joy. You might feel inspired to pursue personal projects or to showcase your talents and your individuality. Meanwhile, having the sun appear in your ninth house, it broadens your perspective on things. It's encouraging you to explore other opportunities for travel, for higher education, philosophical pursuits. The ninth house is you collaborating with other foreign people, places, and things. Together, these influences, they blend this fire of personal ambition with the wisdom of learning from the past, and it's enabling you to step forward with this renewed confidence and clarity. This transit is inviting you to draw strength from your past actions, your past connections, learn from your experiences, move forward with courage and with purpose. It's going to be time for you to honor both the balance between reflection and action, using what you've learned to fuel your growth and step confidently into the next chapter or the journey of your life. So Aries, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For exclusive content and deeper insights, check out my Patreon community using the link below. And if you're looking for a private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And don't forget to subscribe. So for Taurus, let me draw the lines on here so you can see where the energy is flowing from. And you can actually see the grand trine that goes in between the three fire elements. And then you'll be able to see the apex of the kite. This is the focal point. And so what we're looking at is the release point. The top of the kite is your south node, the bottom of the kite of where we're coming from, what we're drawing from. And then we use the energy of the sun and the planet Mars. And so this alignment, it's focusing on introspection, on healing, on inner transformation for you. Mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, sexual. The north node that is in your 12th house, it calls for this spiritual growth, for rest, for connection with your subconscious mind, to bring in times of retreat, meditation, yoga, a retreat from external distractions, a focus on you doing the inner work, whether through meditation, therapy, or creative solitude. The south node is the focal point, the apex of being in the sign of Libra, is the kite's apex, and it is drawing your attention to patterns within your day-to-day living, your day-to-day life, your routines, your work habits, your health. Now, this is about you reflecting on how your past, your responsibilities have impacted your well-being. Are there routines that you've outgrown that can be replaced with practices that nurture your mind, your body, your soul? That's going to come to the forefront. Having Mars in your fourth house of home, there's matters of home and family and emotional roots, your foundation. You might feel inspired to tackle these domestic projects or to improve your living space. It has to do with people that are within your home. And so it's addressing these unresolved family dynamics. This can be a deeply personal time for you where connecting with your past can help strengthen your personal foundation. The sun resting in your eighth house of partnerships, this adds this layer of transformation. It's illuminating your shared financial matters. The eighth house is you plus other people with alimony, debt, child support. It's you connected either with business partners or with personal family members. There can be intimate partnerships. This is the area of personal power for you. And so together, this is illuminating your shared financial matters, your shared connections that you have with other people. Together, these influences are really encouraging you to have this balance of introspection with meaningful action, creating this foundation for profound inner and outer growth for yourself. Now, this transit is involving you to say, I need to draw from the strength from my past. I need rest. I need time to tap into source, whatever your higher power is, or to receive messages from the divine, to learn from experiences, to move forward with courage, clarity, and purpose, to make sure that I'm putting myself first before I nurture and care for others. It's going to be a time for you to honor the balance between reflection and your action, using what you've learned in order to fuel your growth, to step confidently into the next chapter of your journey. So Taurus, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For exclusive content and deeper insights, check out my Patreon community using the link below. If you're looking for a private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Gemini, let me connect all the dots so you can see where everything is. We have your north node connected to Mars, your north node also in a trine coming up with the sun. And so this makes a harmonious fire trine. I love it. And then this is the sextile from Mars and the sun meeting at the south node. So we have the south node as the apex, or the top of the kite. It's really pointing us and taking in all of these planetary energies that are working together to say, this is the direction, this is where I want you to move. And so for you, the emphasis is going to shift towards community, towards friendship, towards shared aspirations. The north node in your 11th house, it encourages you to align with like-minded individuals, to collaborate on shared goals, and to expand your network. Remember that the 11th house is your hopes, your dreams, your goals, who you network with. And this could be friends, or this could also be work networking, or where I volunteer for. Now, this house, it's going to be, with the north node here, encouraging you to dream big, to work towards your long-term goals, these aspirations, and the focal point being the south node in your 5th house. The kite's apex, it's urging you to reflect on your personal creative pursuits, your romantic relationships, your personal joys, and consider, how have you expressed yourself in the past, and how have those experiences shaped your sense of personal fulfillment? Are these outdated methods of seeking validation, or is there or joy? Is it being replaced, or does it need to be replaced by more authentic forms of self-expression for you? Are you working with others to please them instead of connecting with others that are like-minded, working towards goals that bring you pleasure, bring you joy? Having Mars in your 3rd house of communication, it's going to emphasize learning, local connections, neighbors, siblings, cousins. You might find yourself inspired to take action on writing projects, or engaging in meaningful conversations, or pursuing new skills that can really broaden your perspective. Having the sun in your 7th house brings all types of partnerships into focus. The 7th house is the +1. It's you with other people, whether it be personal or professional. And so all types of connections are being brought into a focus. It's highlighting the importance of collaboration and mutual support. This alignment is helping you to harmonize your personal expression with the needs of your community, ensuring that your efforts resonate with a broader audience. This transit is inviting you to draw from the strengths of your past, of who are you connected to, how are you connected, why are you connected to them. Learn from these experiences and move forward with courage and purpose towards what brings you joy, what brings you pleasure. This is a time to honor the balance between reflection and your action, using what you've learned in order to fuel the growth and step confidently into the next chapter of your journey, and that's about creation and giving birth. So Gemini, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For exclusive content and deeper insights, check out my Patreon community. For a private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Cancer, let's connect all the lines here so you can see what I'm talking about. The North Node is at the top of your chart, and it's in a harmonious aspect with Mars and the Sun. And so we call this a grand fire trine. And then what's happening is these 2 points are in a sextile, another harmonious aspect, pointing in the direction of your South Node. This is the top of the kite. This is the bottom of the kite, and these, the Sun and Mars, are what is part of the energy showing us the direction in which we're supposed to be moving towards. So for you, this alignment, and it really emphasizes a balance with your career ambitions, with your emotional stability. Having the North Node at the top of your chart in your 10th house, the focus is on your professional growth, your ambitions, public recognition, long-term success. This is a time for you to take these bold steps in your career, aligning your efforts with your true calling. Now, the South Node in the 4th house is the apex. It's highlighting the importance of your emotional foundations, your family dynamics. The foundation of which you build your life upon is found in the 4th house. And so you taking time to reflect upon how your upbringing or your past experiences have influenced your career path. Are there emotional patterns or familial expectations that need to be released to achieve this balance? Now, bringing in Mars. Mars is in your 2nd house. It energizes and brings a focus towards your finances, your self-worth, your material security, your skill set. And so you might feel driven to take action on your financial opportunities, or to develop a skill that can truly enhance your sense of value, of people, places, and things that you value. Now, the Sun in your 6th house, it encourages you to refine your daily routines, to improve your health. The 6th house is where we find a balance between our home and our career. And so it's aligning your habits with your professional goals. Together, these influences are supporting this balance between your outer ambition and your emotional well-being. It's enabling you the ability to create this life that feels both successful and grounded. This transit is inviting us to step confidently and move forward with courage and purpose towards finding a balance between home and career. This is going to be a time for you to honor the balance between reflection and with action. You focused on your money, your resources, your skill set, and needing to create a daily habit or a daily pattern, or something that I can find a balance between serving my needs before serving others. Having the Sun in your 6th house really brings out the attention of, I need self-care. I need whatever things that I'm creating now, it needs to be a pattern that I can replicate. And so this is a time that you're using what you've learned with career, your responsibilities, and to fuel the growth and to step confidently into the next chapter of your journey. So Cancer, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For exclusive content and deeper insight, check out my Patreon community using the link below. If you're looking to book a consultation, that's at willowgracemystic.com, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Leo, let me draw some lines here so that you will be able to see what I'm talking about. The North Node to Mars in your first house of self, and the North Node to the Sun, and connecting them here, the Sun and Mars together, make this grand fire trine, all working together harmoniously. And then Mars is in a sextile to the South Node, and so is the Sun. So if you can see this as a kite, it's taking the North Node as the base of the kite, the bottom. It's bringing in both aspects from the Sun and Mars and pointing it in the direction of your South Node, the apex, the top of. And so for you, this alignment is about you expanding your horizons, you embracing your own inner power. The North Node in your 9th house, it calls you to explore new ideas, new cultures, new perspectives, to have a broader perspective on people, places, things, foods, ideas through travel, education, philosophy, spiritual pursuits. This is going to be a time for you to broaden your worldview in order for you to seek inspiration from these experiences that challenge your understanding of life. Now, the South Node being in your 3rd house, as the kite's apex, it's encouraging a reflection of your communication patterns, your relationships with neighbors and siblings and cousins, or your local community, these dynamics of you communicating with others. And so how has your past influenced the way you share your voice or the way that you seek knowledge? Consider which perspectives no longer align with your growth, because this will challenge your growth and give you ideas or strategies in order to expand it. Now, having Mars in your 1st house infuses this energy, this confidence, this determination, because it involves you, your embodiment of your happiness, your power, your self-expression. It's making this a really powerful time for you to take action for your personal goals, your projects that you want to launch or start or work on. You might feel more driven than ever in order for you to assert yourself to pursue your passions and your desires, because having the Sun in your 5th house, it enhances your creativity, your romance, your self-expression. It offers you these opportunities that you are able to shine either in an artistic or in playful endeavors. Now, this alignment invites you to balance your intellectual exploration with bold self-expression, blending curiosity with the confidence in order to showcase your unique talents, things that you want to launch, things that you want to do. This transit is allowing you and inviting you to draw your strengths from your past of how you communicate, who you communicate with, to learn from these experiences, to move forward with courage and clarity and purpose. It's a time to honor the balance between reflection and action, using what you've learned in order to fuel your growth and step confidently into the next chapter of your journey of pulling things from the past and moving forward into a new direction. And it has everything to do with communication and learning and technology and everything that's thoughts and ideas. So Leo, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For exclusive content and deeper insights, check out my Patreon community, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Virgo, let's break this down, and I want to draw a picture for you. So we have your North Node in a harmonious trine with Mars. Your North Node is also moving towards a harmonious trine with the Sun. And so this is a grand fire trine. Absolutely love it. Planets are all working together. And then you have Mars in a sextile to the South Node and the Sun also in a sextile. So this is what we would call a kite. We are literally bringing in the North and South Node and Mars and the Sun. This is the base of the kite, and this is the apex, the top where the kite is going. And so for you, this alignment places a lot of emphasis on transformation, on shared resources, on inner healing. Having the North Node in your 8th house, it encourages you to delve deeper into the layers of your psyche, fostering these emotional and financial transformation opportunities. The 8th house is the house of you connected with others, either financially through resources like alimony, child support, debt, wills, or with family members or people that you are connected with, like a business partner or significant other. This is a time for you to embrace the vulnerability in order to rebuild trust within your intimate relationships, your partnerships, to explore how your shared resources can create empowerment for you. Now, the South Node in your second house, this is the Kite's apex, like the top of it, where you're heading. It pulls for you to focus on your personal values, your financial habits, a sense of self-worth. The second house is, what do I need in order to feel secure? You reflecting on how your relationships or with material wealth or security has evolved. And so there's going to be this opportunity for you to look at, are there outdated beliefs around money or possessions that I need to release and let go? Or how do I transform these? Because now it's going to bring in Mars. And Mars in your 12th house is really inspiring this action that comes from behind the scenes. The 12th house is the hidden. It's encouraging you to pursue these spiritual practices, this creative solitude, this inner healing that comes from yoga, meditation, isolation, getting my inspiration or ideas from my ancestors, dreams, guides, a higher power. And so you might feel motivated to address these hidden fears or your subconscious patterns that have been holding you back. And then we bring in the sun from the 4th house, and it highlights all topics that have to do with home and family and what you want to create for this solid emotional foundation of your life, inviting you to nurture your emotional foundation, create a space that feels safe and supportive for you. This alignment, it's urging you to balance this transformation with outer stability, helping you to integrate deep emotional insights in your day-to-day living. The transit is inviting you to draw strength from your past of where I have connected with people that I am either in a connected, like family members or business partners or exes or significant others, these combined energies, and have I learned from these experiences? How do I move forward with courage, with trust, for my own security and clarity and purpose? This is going to be a time to honor the balance between reflection and action for you, using what you've learned in order to fuel the growth as you step confidently into the next chapter of your journey. So Virgo, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Libra, let me connect the lines here so you can see it a little bit more clear. We have the North Node in your partnership sector connected to Mars in your 11th house of goals, and connected in a harmonious aspect, a trine to the Sun in your 3rd house of communication, and then Mars and the Sun connect. This makes a grand fire trine. Then when we take Mars and connect it to your South Node and the Sun, this is a sextile, and together this makes a kite. So hopefully you can see the kite a little bit better. This is where we are coming from, and we are using the Sun and Mars' energy with this grand fire trine, projecting where we want to move forward, and that's with the South Node in Libra. And so for you, the focus is on partnerships, it's on self-identity. The 7th house brings up topics of you connected with other people. So think about this could be exes, this could be business partners, this could be with clients. Having the North Node in your 7th house, it highlights these opportunities to strengthen your existing relationships and to form new ones in a meaningful way. This is a time for you to collaborate, to seek balance, to ensure that your partnerships, are they aligning with your personal values? Now, the South Node in your 1st house makes it all about you. The Kite's apex of I need to be focused on reflecting on my identity. Has it evolved through my interactions with others? Of course. And so consider this aspect of your independence that needs to be, is it self-limiting, or am I codependent on others? Are there self-limiting patterns that no longer serve me? We are bringing in topics of you with others and moving towards, I need to be focused on me, my identity, my appearance, me being seen, goals, my desires. And so having Mars in my 11th house energizes my social networks, my long-term aspirations, motivating you to take this active role within group projects or these community efforts. You might feel drawn to work on a collective goal or collaborating with like-minded individuals at this time, because the 11th house is where I get with others for either supporting the collective or like humanitarian efforts, or with your work or friends. Now, bringing in the sun from your 3rd house, the 3rd house brings in a focus of all types of communication and all types of learning. This brings in and offering opportunities in order for you to refine your ideas, in order for you to share your voice effectively. This alignment, it's encouraging you to find this balance between your personal growth and your ability to build meaningful connections that enhance your life and your future, because it's pointing towards how can I communicate more effectively. It's bringing in all 3 areas of you with other people, whether it be for friends or networks or collaborations or clients, significant others, and the focus is on you. And so having this transit draw strength from your past connections with others, from your experiences, moving forward with courage, with clarity, with purpose. It's a time for you to honor the balance between reflection and action, using what you've learned with your collaborations or communications with others to fuel your growth and step confidently into the next chapter of your journey. So Libra, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For more, you can check out my Patreon community using the link below, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Scorpio, let me draw the lines here to make it a little bit easier for you to see it. We have Mars in your career sector, your reputation, connected in a harmonious trine to your North Node in your 6th house of day-to-day habits, and that's in a harmonious aspect to the Sun in your 2nd house of cash and property. And then, so this makes the grand fire trine. Then we connect Mars to the South Node and the South Node to the Sun. And so together, this makes a kite, with the base of the kite being your North Node and Mars at the top of your chart and the Sun in your resource, your cash, your property, all working together to say, I need to focus on my South Node in my 12th house. And so for you, Scorpio, this alignment is really emphasizing the direction that you're supposed to be moving towards is inner healing and your outward ambition. The North Node in your 6th house is urging you to refine your daily habits, your daily routines, to focus on your health, to align with your work habits with your long-term goals. The 6th house is where I take care of myself, and then I also support others, but I cannot do it if I'm drained myself. The 6th house is where we find a balance between our home and our work. And so this is going to be a time for you to establish new systems or things that can support your physical and your mental well-being. It's where we find a counselor, a guide, a mentor, or we seek out a friend, someone that we can share or bounce our ideas off of. Now, the South Node in your 12th house is the kite's apex. It's the focal point. And so it's asking you to address your past spiritual or your subconscious influences that might still be impacting your daily life, like that broken record, and getting rid of it and releasing yourself and allowing yourself to heal and renew, tapping into your dreams, your intuition, your psychic ability, and saying, I need rest, I need recovery, I need time for a connection to spirit, whether it's through spiritual retreats or yoga or meditation or journaling. Having the apex in your 12th house is you saying, I need to rid myself of these fears so I can resolve these emotions that need to be released in order to create a healthier balance within my life. Having Mars in your 10th house, it's energizing your career, your public image, your reputation. It's really pushing you to take this bold action within your professional life. This could help you to improve where you want to go, what you want to do. This could involve really pursuing a leadership role or launching a significant project, or for you to address any unresolved career goals that you have, or working from a space of fear. Having the sun in your second house is really going to highlight your finances, your self-worth, your skill set. It's encouraging you to truly focus on building material and emotional security. Remember, the second house is what do I need in order to feel secure, to be secure. It's your skill set. And this alignment is offering you this powerful opportunity to integrate your inner healing with external success, ensuring that your ambitions, they are aligned with your emotional needs. This transit is inviting you to draw strength from your daily habits, from your past, learn from these experiences, and move forward with courage and clarity and purpose to make sure that you're having a healthy work and home balance. This is going to be a time to honor and balance between reflection and your action, using what you've learned in order to fuel the growth and step confidently into the next chapter of your journey. So Scorpio, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, go to willowgracemystic.com. Check out my Patreon community, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Sagittarius, let me draw some lines to make it easier for you to be able to see these. We have your North Node in your 5th house in a harmonious trine with the Sun in your 1st house of you. That is also in a harmonious aspect to Mars. And so what we have is a grand fire trine. All of these planets are working together to initiate, to fire some things up. What we also have is this connection here. This is where both Mars and the Sun are working in a sextile with the South Node. The South Node being in your 11th house of your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your goals. And so the North Node down here is the base of the kite, and the top of the kite is your South Node. And the planets are working with the nodes in order to move you forward. And so for you, this alignment is focusing on your personal passions, your long-term goals. The North Node in your 5th house is inviting you to embrace creativity, risk-taking, romance, joyful self-expression, children, childlike activities. This is a time to focus on what truly makes your heart sing, or investing in pursuits that bring you like a genuine fulfillment. Having the South Node in your 11th house, that's the kite's apex. It's encouraging a reflection of on your past friendships, group dynamics, shared aspirations, where you are connected with other people. Now consider which social connections have supported your personal growth and which may no longer are no longer sustainable, that you are not in alignment with. Having Mars in your 9th house, it really is going to emphasize a higher learning, travel, philosophical exploration, making this a really powerful time to broaden your mind, to broaden your perspective, for you to be seeking inspiration from new experiences. Having the Sun in your 1st house, it amplifies you, your confidence, your vitality. It's encouraging you to take these bold steps towards your personal goals and embrace your individuality. This alignment supports a balance between you pursuing your passions and aligning them with a greater purpose, helping you to shine as your most authentic self. This transit is inviting you to draw strength from your past, your creativity where you're willing to take a risk, to learn from these experiences, to move forward with courage and clarity and purpose. This is going to be a time for you to honor the balance between reflection and action, using what you've learned in order to fuel your future growth, for you to step confidently into the next chapter of your journey. So Sagittarius, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, go to willowgracemystic.com. Check out my Patreon community using the link below, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Capricorn, let me draw some lines for you to make it easier for you to see. We have your North Node at the bottom of your chart, in your home, your family, your resources that make you feel secure. It's basically the foundation, connected in a harmonious aspect with Mars and the Sun. We call this a grand fire trine, and these two are called a sextile, where they are in a harmonious aspect working together. So we have Mars and the Sun all working together with the North Node and the South Node. And if you notice, the bottom of the kite is focused on your home and your family. The direction in which you're supposed to be moving, the top of the kite, is moving towards your career, your job, your responsibility, the legacy that you want to leave behind. And so for you, this alignment is really emphasizing the interplay between emotional foundations and your professional aspirations. And so the North Node in your fourth house is really focusing on my home, my family. I need to create this secure emotional base, this foundation in which to build upon. And this is going to be a time that you're going to want to nurture your private life in order to strengthen the foundations that can support your ambitions. Now, the South Node up at the top of your chart, this is the kite's apex. It's inviting a reflection on your past career achievements and your public recognition, your goals, your responsibilities. Consider how your professional life has shaped your identity, where adjustments might need to be brought to the forefront in order to achieve harmony between your personal and your professional priorities at this time, because you have Mars in your 8th house. This is the house of deep transformation, shared resources, it's debt, it's you connected with other people. It's pushing you to address financial and emotional dependencies. This is going to be a time for you to confront challenges with courage, with passion, and working towards empowerment within your intimate relationships or your joint ventures. Having the Sun in your 12th house, it's encouraging you to have rest and a time to recover. It's introspection, helping you to recharge and reconnect with your spiritual side. This alignment is inviting you to have this balance between ambition and your emotional grounding, ensuring that your outward success is supported by strong inner foundation. This transit is inviting you to draw strength from your past of, I have this home foundation, that the family, the living arrangements, that I feel secure, and I can learn from these experiences, and I can move towards a career, a job, my responsibility with courage and clarity and purpose. It's going to be a time for you to honor the balance between reflection and action, using what you've learned in order to fuel your growth and to step confidently into the next chapter of your life. So Capricorn, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, go to willowgracemystic.com. For my Patreon, if you're ready for more, join the link below, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Aquarius, I want to connect the lines for you so you can see them. We have your North Node in your 3rd house of communication connected to your Sun and connected to Mars. And these are also connected in a harmonious trine. So this is a fire trine. And then these two, Mars and the Sun, are in a harmonious aspect, which is a sextile, to your South Node. If you notice, the North Node down here is the base of the kite, and the Sun and Mars are working with the base of the kite, working with communication, moving towards the South Node. And so the top of the kite is where we're supposed to be moving towards. And so this brings a huge shift in your life for communication, learning, social connections. The North Node being in your third house, it's encouraging you to refine your voice, to encourage your community. Remember, this is neighbors, siblings, cousins, your close proximity, pursuing intellectual growth. Pulling from this. This is going to be a time to share your ideas boldly, to align your words with your vision of what you want for the future. The South Node in your ninth house is the Kite's apex, the top of, asking you to reflect on your past belief system, your travel experiences, your educational pursuits. This is also legal matters. It is asking you to consider which perspectives have served you well and which might need to be reevaluated for growth. Working with Mars in your seventh house. The seventh house is the +1. And so this really energizes partnerships. It encourages decisive action in collaborations and on one-on-one relationships. Best friends, significant others, clients, open enemies, exes. This can involve addressing unresolved issues for you within new partnerships that align with your values. Having the Sun in your 11th house highlights friendships, group activities, long-term goals. It's inspiring you to connect with like-minded individuals who share your same vision. Bringing this together, the alignment is encouraging you to find this balance of your intellectual exploration with meaningful social connections that you have with others, helping you to create this life that's aligned with your ideals. This transit is inviting you to draw on the strength from the past of who you communicate with, how you communicate. It's all about networking with business partners, siblings, neighbors, cousins, the people that you want to collaborate with, from friendships to how I support my community. This is going to be a time to honor the balance between action and using what you've learned in order to grow, to fuel your moving forward into the next chapter of your journey. So Aquarius, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, go to willowgracemystic.com. For more, check out my Patreon community using the link below, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Pisces, let me draw some lines to make it a little bit easier for you. We have the Sun in a harmonious aspect with your North Node in your second house of cash and property. And we have Mars also, and Mars and the Sun are communicating together. So this is a grand fire trine. Three bodies together focused on helping and supporting. And then we have the Sun in a sextile to the South Node, and we have Mars in a sextile to the South Node. So this is bringing in the top of the apex of the kite. So we have where we're starting from, the bottom of the kite, your cash, your resources, your skill set, working with Mars in your day-to-day habits, the Sun with your career, and the 8th house of your connection with other people, your investments in. And so for you, Pisces, this alignment is really emphasizing financial stability, self-worth, personal transformation for you. The North Node in your second house is focusing on building material security, material wealth, cultivating confidence, you aligning your values with your actions. This is going to be a time that you're going to want to evaluate how your resources support your overall sense of stability. Having the South Node in your 8th house, the Kite's apex, it's inviting you to have reflection on your shared resources, your deep emotional connections that you have with other people, your past transformations. This is the house of deep healing. It's also the house of taboo topics, where I have to bring them up. We have to discuss this in order to move past this, grow, and heal. And so consider how these experiences have shaped your values and where you need to release these old patterns in order to create balance. Bringing Mars in your 6th house of your daily routines, your health, it's encouraging you to take these proactive steps to improve your efficiency, to improve your well-being. You might feel motivated to tackle projects or tasks that have been put on hold, and how do I go back and finish them? Having the sun in your 10th house brings the attention to you. It's the top of your chart. It's your career, your public image. It's offering you these opportunities to achieve recognition or to make strides within your professional life. This alignment supports a balance between inner transformation and your outer success. It's helping you to build this life that feels both secure and purposeful. This transit is inviting you to draw upon your skill set, your money, your resources, and to learn from these experiences and to move forward with courage, clarity, and purpose in you connected with other people, places, and things that you are invested in. And then it's a time for you to honor and have this balance with reflection and action, using what you've learned for your future growth in order for you to step confidently into the next chapter of your journey. So Pisces, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, go to willowgracemystic.com. For more, check out my Patreon community using the link below, and don't forget to subscribe.